Welcome everyone to my Gwent Syndicate card reveal. I was given the opportunity by CD Projekt Red to reveal a card for you, and that's what I'm going to do, so let's head right into it. And the card is, ta-da! The Sacred Flame. It's an artifact, and I think I actually revealed the first artifact of this expansion, so yeah. And what we have here is on deploy effect, spawn a fires one sealet on both sides of this card. Fires one sealet, as far as I know, is a 2-point body and nothing more. It's like a token, a 2-point token body, which has the fires one tag, so to say. And the more interesting ability comes from the text below, which says whenever you spawn a unit, boost it by 1. And the whole Eternal Fire faction is all about swarming a board and spawning units. So this has a big potential. Already, the Fireswan Sealets, which are spawned by the Sacred Flame, will be boosted by 1 as well, as far as I know. So we already have a 6-point card for 11 provision, which means that the worth from this card is, like, the card already is worth it as long as you spawn at least 5 to 6 other cards within the round. So I guess this is a typical round 3 card, which you start off with. Maybe you try to get some crown or like crown earners, some profit cards before, but I think this is a typical round 3 starter, and you then combine it with all the other Crimson Curse Gwent Novigrad cards. Let's actually look at some of them. I got them up for you here. There we go. So the left one was actually revealed today by Spyro, and it's, let me quickly look at it. It's the Eternal Fire Discipline. Disciple, sorry, Discipline's Eternal Fire Disciple, there we go. And what you can see already on this card is, for example, the Disciple has Profit 2, Fee 2, Spawn and Summon as far as one shield 2 in a row. The Grand Inquisitor, Helvid, has Profit 4 and Fee 2. So there are so many ways to like pay for. Actually, it's funny because like you pay to get the priest on the street. So well, it's kind of like in real life when politicians like pay the people to go on the streets. Anyway, so back to the cards. Fires one sealets, and you spawn them. You spawn a row. If you have 8 crowns, you can immediately spawn 4 of them, getting buffed by 1 every time they are spawned on the board through the Sacred Flame, which is already +4 thanks to the flame. And if you then combine this with like more profit cards, this can really get out of hand, like you spawn the board right away. And there's the next thing. We haven't seen cards which interact with Fireswan Seolats at this moment, but since they are so prominent, I would really wonder if there are not cards that interact with those priests, like deal damage to the amount of priests you have on the board, or I don't know, like boost yourself by the amount of priests, stuff like this, maybe even more crazier stuff. And there we go. This is just an interesting card to have, and I'm looking forward to how this will see play. And I guess if there are even more cards that can spawn, because like not even Eternal Fire Priests can spawn, like you can also spawn other cards. You don't necessarily need to spawn Fires one Priest, right? If you play a spawn heavy deck, then this is definitely a card you want to include there. So let's see how this will work out. And that is it. I hope we see each other for the card discussion, which I'm doing with Ryan, hopefully today evening, worst case tomorrow. And till then, have a good time.